Sherry Ray Rasmussen, 29, was born on February 7, 1957 in Walla Walla County, Washington, USA. She met John Rutan, 27, during the summer of 1984, and they married in November 1985. However, their marriage did not last long, since just a few months later, on February 24, 1986, Rutan returned home from work to find his wife still in her bathrobe, slain in their house in Van Nuys, Los Angeles County, California, USA. The house had been ransacked and Rasmussen had been shot 3 times in the chest. The second 2 wounds suggested that the gun had been put on her chest and fired close range. Investigators speculated that Rasmussen was slain during a botched robbery because her BMW was missing. But Rasmussen's father, Dr. Nels Elmer Rasmussen Jr., 52, disagreed. According to Nels, the murder appeared personal, and his daughter had informed him about John's ex-girlfriend, a fellow student when he studied at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, in 1978 to 1982, who harassed her, and was later found to become a police officer with the LAPD in 1983. The woman would occasionally come up unannounced at their house and even at his daughter's office, threatening their relationship. She informed her daughter, "If I can't have John, no one else can." Stephanie Lazarus, 25, of Simi Valley, California, was the woman about whom his daughter was apprehensive. While attended UCLA, Lazarus and Rutan lived in Dykstra Hall, or UCLA student dormitory. Lazarus was a political science major. They grew close, but Rutan never took the relationship seriously, even though they had sex after he graduated. Rutan then met Rasmussen and became smitten with her. Rasmussen was a Loma Linda University graduate who was advancing her profession in critical care nursing. She started college at the age of 16, and by her late 20s, she was the director of nursing at Glendale Adventist Medical Center. Lazarus was disappointed to find that Rutan was dating Rasmussen, whereas having fallen in love with him at the time, according to a letter she wrote to Rutan's mother in August 1985 before the couple married. However, investigators dismissed this hypothesis, alleging that it was a botched theft. Although forensic evidence was gathered, including a sample from a bite mark on Rasmussen's arm, the case was never solved. Nels Rasmussen attempted to pay for testing in his daughter's case after learning about the development of DNA technology, but the evidence had been lost. In 2001, when the LA Old Case Homicide Unit examined Rasmussen's case as part of a routine investigation, they eventually located a misplaced swab sample in the coroner's refrigerator and tested it. The results showed no results in the DNA database, but there was an intriguing finding: the bite mark's DNA belonged to a woman. However, Stephanie Lazarus was not mentioned as a suspect. It wasn't until 2009 that an unsolved case investigator discovered a link between a note in Rutan's file about his ex-girlfriend and the woman's DNA. Stephanie Lazarus, then a high-ranking LAPD art theft officer, was summoned for questioning under the guise of assisting a colleague detective with a case. Following a friendly interrogation, Stephanie Lazarus was arrested for Sherry Rasmussen's murder. Her secret DNA test matched DNA from the crime scene. Stephanie Lazarus was convicted of Sherry Rasmussen's murder on March 8, 2012, and sentenced to 27 years to life in prison.